Good evening from Dubrovnik, Croatia. As they say in Croatian, dobro veče. I'm Kelly Downs from RIT's University News, and I'm thrilled to be covering RIT's Big Shot photo project. Hundreds of volunteers are here at Pile Gate, the main entrance to the city's Old Town. We have people here from all over the world to help make a spectacular nighttime photograph.
I'm from Syracuse, New York.
From Dubrovnik.
I'm from New Jersey.
I'm coming all the way from Sweden and Stockholm.
This is RIT's 23rd Big Shot. Dubrovnik is a walled city along the Adriatic Sea and home to RIT's sister school, the American College of Management and Technology, also called ACMT. The school opened its doors in 1997.
For the city of Dubrovnik, this photo is going to be around for a long time in the future, and it's the only time that a shot like this has been done, and I think that's going to be a really unique thing for the years to come. As it's our 10th anniversary, I think it's a nice way, in some ways, of saying thank you to the city for hosting us for the past 10 years. And
ACMT faculty, staff, students, and alumni are excited to be a part of this international event, as are the people from the Dubrovnik community.
We are come to lighting the Big Shot.
And what are you going to light?
This. The walls.
The Big Shot is a big deal in Dubrovnik, with TV crews, including Croatian national television, covering the story. So what is the Big Shot? RIT School of Photographic Arts and Sciences began the Big Shot photo project in 1987 as a way to teach students about electronic flash photography. The subject of the first Big Shot photograph was Highland Hospital in Rochester, New York, with just several dozen volunteers.
It was a very simple thing. We had 35 people. Now it takes 15 months, 20 months, 2 years to plan it. There's no comparison. The scale and the level of complexity. But that's what we want, and that's why the pictures are so much more interesting.
For the Big Shot, volunteers provide the only light source for the nighttime photograph. Each volunteer has either a flashlight or a camera flash unit. The Big Shot is often referred to as a painting with light photograph because, much like one would paint a wall, volunteers must evenly move their light sources over the subject area.
It's a larger flashlight. It just has a stronger beam on it than most flashlights have.
So you're going to use that Q beam to paint what?
To paint the wall, the rooftops, and the treetops.
Are you excited?
I am excited. It should be a really cool outcome.
Our section, as Sam said, is to do this right side of the fortress.
Molly Clifford and Emily Haraka are among the dozen students from RIT School of Photographic Arts and Sciences studying at ACMT. This is a new endeavor for the photography school.
And I'm learning so much. Speak a little Croatian, you know, so it's fun to meet new people, and I learn a lot about myself as well when I put myself out of my comfort zone, so it's great.
While the RIT photography students enjoy Dubrovnik for the first time, an RIT student majoring in hospitality and service management makes a repeat trip.
So, came back over for the Big Shot. I studied at ACMT last spring quarter. Came back because I think it's important for students to know their history at ACMT. It's important that hospitality students see the different parts of the world so they can experience all this culture and different traditions.
Ready to soak up this photo-making experience, the crowd of volunteers is broken up into lighting teams of various sizes.
Team number 3, I need 10. Only 10.
We need 100 people for this team.
RIT photography professors Michael Paris, Bill Dubois, and Don Tower Dubois are the Big Shot organizers. Professor Paris handles the logistics and the communications with the lighting teams.
You have to be very careful here because we don't want to make any lighting mistakes so that everything in the front and our wonderful people in costume are photographed properly, okay?
To provide some historical perspective and also give viewers a sense of the scale of the fortress wall surrounding Dubrovnik's Old Town, 8 models will be part of the final photograph.
Well, this is a Renaissance costume. It's about somewhere from 16th century.
The use of the models in the photograph adds another dimension of complexity to the making of the photo. They must stand perfectly still during the long exposure. To light them, RIT photography students will run onto the bridge, illuminate the models, and then run out of the frame.
We're going to go.
Okay. Anybody have some questions? No? Thank you so much.
Once the lighting of the models is complete, the hundreds of volunteers will be called on to begin lighting the rest of the subject area. While Professor Paris manages the logistics, Professor Dubois and Professor Tower Dubois are responsible for taking the photograph. Perched on scaffolding, they set up 2 cameras, a digital camera and a 4x5 film camera, along with laptop computers. The computers will allow them to review the digital images immediately and communicate any necessary lighting adjustments in between each photo.
I have 820, but maybe I'm fast.
Once everyone is in place, the only remaining piece of business is to shut off any lights that may be seen in the final photograph.
We gotta turn all the lights out.
The volunteers then go to work.
You gotta get their light way out over that wall. So don't have them 5 deep. Spread them out along here if you need to. Ready, go! Open!
A total of 4 exposures are taken. The first one is not usable because someone has a red laser pen. Several more exposures are shot. For the 4th and final attempt, the photographers make a lighting change. They tell the team painting the side of the bridge to shut off their lights after 30 seconds to avoid overexposure.
Okay, Eric, shut down!
Meanwhile, the remaining 7 teams are asked to illuminate their areas for an additional minute. The big shot at Pile Gate is complete. From the models...
Well, we did some photos before, but never something like this.
To the community...
I didn't expect all of this. It was amazing.
To the students...
So I think this was really interesting, and the walls and the Pile Gate is just such a beautiful scene. I think everything came together real nice.
To the organizers.
Just fantastic. I think there was a lot of energy with all the people that came tonight, our students, as well as with really great turnout from the Dubrovnik community, which was what we were hoping for.
It was awesome. Complicated, difficult to get it started, people coming across the gate, but everybody came together. We just did something really special.
Tonight's event was a huge success, and without further ado, here is the final image from tonight. It's just beautiful, isn't it? To see all past 23 big shots, visit www.rit.edu/bigshot.